What time is it? It's Sampstra Games time. More specifically, it's time to play a brand new game on this channel called Factory Town. I gotta talk to you about this game. This game, I've been watching other YouTubers play it, more specifically KatherineOfSky, who's kind of my favorite, one of my favorite YouTubers, and she's been playing it a lot, and I watched it on her channel. I was like, I want to play this game because this game is so amazing. It's a resource production game. I would say it's like you're getting different resources, making different products, and it's a lot of fun. You're kind of creating a city, but it's mostly focused on the products, like product part of the city, and it's a lot of fun. And you have like chutes and conveyor belts, and you gotta kind of figure out how are you moving stuff from this place to that place, and it's very interesting. There's magic there. It's just so cool. So I'm gonna start us off by picking out a map. Now the map is infinite. You can buy additional tiles. You have different biomes that you can kind of pick, so you can pick like one biome, like here, like one of these, or you can do like a combination where you kind of like unclick what you don't want. We're gonna do a combination of flat and, well, actually islands is not bad. Ooh, we might do this. Combination of plain and rivers, flat, and, oh, do we want islands? Maybe let's not do islands, like flat and plain and rivers. And you can even change the map by, you know, going like to edit map, and then you can do like stuff like, I don't know, add more rivers or less rivers or stuff like that. We don't actually need that many rivers, so we'll just make it like this. Or you can go to, I don't know, to like this, move this around, we'll do it like that, for example. And you can kind of pick the map, so like whatever you want. Now we're gonna go with this, for example. It doesn't particularly matter. I'm gonna put the outer place base on off. This is pretty important because if you have it on and the placement is not great for you, you can get in trouble very early in the game. Not like in a that you would lose the game, but that the game would be unnecessarily slow at the beginning, I would say. It's not, maybe not difficult, just like slow. So we're gonna create this, and you get your first tile, as you can see. And you're gonna get different resources, right? So you can see different resources on the map. Now at the beginning, you gotta place your base. Now they actually tell you build base. First you need to place your base. Choose a large flat area next to tree, stone, and grain. This is important. You need to have all tree, stone, and grain, and you need to have a big empty area. Now you can see we don't actually have that many big empty areas because we have a lot of like resources. I do like this one because we have lots of grain, which could be very useful. We have lots of stone and plenty of trees on this side, and we could kind of clear them out. And we have additional stone here. So this is a good idea. Another good place would possibly be here. There's not so much grain, but there's lots of stone, lots of trees, and we have iron ore and coal for later use. Or, oh, this is not a bad place either. But mainly I want to look like, where do we have the most space? Like, if we clear some of the grain, this is really good space. But this, and I could add some stuff in here. Like lumber mill could maybe be placed in here later on. Yeah, you know what, we're going to go here. Because we have the grain, we could add some lumber mills and stuff up here, like a wood production. Then we can have the stone there. So we're going to place our base. And base is like a storage. It has like a lot of storage options. Inventory, once you upgrade, you're going to have a lot more options here, so that's kind of cool. And you have your workers, and you got to tell them to do stuff. The way you do it is you right click on something, and then you right click on something else. We're going to tell them to bring wood to the base. You will bring stone to the base, and the other two will still bring wood to the base. Actually, I have some wood production that's closer, so let me actually kind of change that. One thing you gotta be careful about is that you have to click on the trees like the close one, because this one I clicked kind of on the faraway tree, so it's going around, so we don't want to do that. We want them to go to the closest, because you want to make sure that they have the fastest path so we can get a lot of wood very quickly. So click on K on this. Gather wood. To build and expand your town, you will need to collect lots of resources. First, start by gathering wood. Left click to select a worker, then right click on a tree to target it for harvesting. Then right click on your base to assign a drop-off location. Worker will chop wood from the tree, bring it back to the base, and repeat. Collect 15 wood. So 3 of our guys are actually doing wood, one of them is doing stone. Next they want us to build house. Houses increase your population limit, allowing you to create more workers and buildings. So open build menu by clicking on B, and here we have different houses. Now you might see that most of this is locked. Part of it will be unlocked through tutorial, and the rest will have to be unlocked through different research we do have in this game. So we want to place our houses. We want to place them kind of in the back. You're probably going to have a row of these, and we need them to be fairly close to the grain at the beginning. Later on, you're going to have a food market, and markets allow you to kind of distribute to all the houses. At the moment, the developer is thinking about some changes to that, but right now with this area, this is by the way an early access game, I forgot to say that at the start. So at the moment, the market can be providing for these places. So we have built our first house, and you can see this increased our population from 4 to 6. So we can now actually get more workers. See, that's what it tells us to do. Create workers. You will need lots of workers to harvest and deliver goods from one building to another. So let's make 2 of them. And we're going to leave them the way they are because we don't know what the tutorial wants us to do next. Supply house, earn coins. Now, this is really cool thing about this game. We have 4 different types of coins, and we're going to have to use them all. This is really fun. So we're going to start by going for the gold ones. This will also generate happiness, which boosts speed of production building. Left click to select a worker, right click on grain. So essentially they just want us to bring grain to the house. So let me do that. One of them I think is enough. We're going to send the other one to continue with bringing wood. And I immediately want to build more houses while I kind of can. And then I'm going to add myself more workers. So this one is going to help with the grain, this one's going to help with stone, and this one's going to help with wood. And later we can assign them to other jobs, but right now I just want to make sure. And you can see that these guys are moving towards the houses, and they are bringing the grain, and if they bring the grain to the house, you get a coin, and that's kind of making you money. Workers move much faster on paths, so yeah, so let's help out these workers. We're going to build them a path, and the workers prefer path if they have some. So they're going to try to move onto the path if they can. You can see this one kind of move towards the path. If they're moving back, they're moving towards the path again. Let me show you when they come back. But this one's kind of moving away, but all these others are kind of moving towards the path. You could actually bring it from there, so you take the path as well. Build lumber mill. Lumber mills turn wood into planks, which you will need for many buildings and upgrades. Gather 5 stone. Open the build menu and select lumber mill. Note, production buildings require spare population capacity. If you have already reached the population limit, build more houses or delete existing workers. So we have 1 extra worker that we can have. So we need to build a lumber mill. And we can either go to the buildings like they tell us to, or you have like a hot bar here, so we can just kind of go to there and build it. Now I'm going to place this here. Later on I might move my wood production up here, but right now we just want to have it close to the base. So we're going to place it here. And we have unlocked lots of new, we have unlocked chutes, which is perfect because we can roll items on it. So the workers don't have to go so far, which is very, very cool. Unfortunately, you cannot, you're going to make planks here and you cannot roll the planks, but you can roll wood there. So first thing I want to do is I want to take a couple of these workers like you. Instead of bringing it to the base, take the 3 and bring it to the building. And then the other one, you are going to take, oh, we haven't actually done the recipe yet, so let's do it now. Assign, oh, you just keep doing it. Assign planks recipe. Production buildings often have multiple recipes and you can choose which ones are active. So we're going to click on select recipe. Currently the only thing we can do here is planks, and we need two wood and 3 seconds of production time, and then we can get 1 plank. Now this is now making plank, but the planks are just going to stay in the lumber mill. So we need to have one of these workers, for example you, and we need to tell him, take these planks and bring them to the base so that they actually take the output from the lumber mill to the base. Bring enough wood to your lumber mill to craft a plank. We've already done that. Upgrade a house. Houses can be upgraded to increase the population limit. Upgraded houses will also consume goods faster, helping you earn more coin. And this is very cool because we first of all we want more money, but then also the increased happiness will they will allow you to have more people, which is kind of what we need because we're already at the limit at the moment. So let's upgrade a house. What do we need for that? We need 5 planks, so let's do it. So we can click OK. Upgrade base. Your base can be upgraded to increase the house limit as well as your storage capacity. Select the base and hit the upgrade button. Now for that we're going to need 10 planks. Now while we wait on that, I'm going to build an additional house so that we can have a bit more people. Now we're up to our house limit. We cannot get any more, but we can get 4 more workers. So I'm going to bring 1 more worker that's going to be taking the wood towards the lumber mill. And I think 1 plank worker is okay because we need 2 wood to make 1 plank. So while these 2 bring the stuff over, he can bring the stuff back. That's good. We have a lot of wood. That's great. And we need 10 planks. We currently have 4. Now I'm going to do later chutes for stone. But for that, for chutes, we also need planks. So right now we're just going to wait. So maybe we could have one of these workers to also kind of help out with the lumber mill to sort of speed up the production of the planks. Because you can see that we tend to be waiting on wood. Like we're done with this, see? But we only have 1 wood in storage, so we need to get more. So we kind of want to make sure that, okay, now we can upgrade the base. So let's do it. House max increased by 4, so we can build 4 additional houses, which I am gonna do straight from the beginning. So let's just turn them around. We're gonna build them this way while we can. Now we can have lots more workers, which is really cool. Build food market. Markets can be loaded with items and the nearby houses will automatically buy from them. It's much more efficient and convenient than delivering goods to the individual houses, because right now these guys are going to bring them to one of these houses, for example this one, and we'll get 1 coin. But instead of kind of having to walk around all of this, we can just build a food market, for which we need what? We need 5 more coins and 10 planks. We're going to get the planks in a minute, but we currently don't have enough coins, so let's just bring more stuff to the houses so we can get way more coins. Maybe we'll add like additional worker. Oh no, we need 10 coins to get a worker, so that's gonna take a little while. Yeah, they're kind of walking around, so that does take a little while because they have to walk all over the place, but it is what it is. Alternatively, we could have 1 worker bringing the grain from here, but I think this is kind of faster. We have 16 planks now, which is very good. 29 wood. We paid a lot of coins, I think, to kind of build the houses. Oh no, houses actually do not cost any coin. Build they did. Okay. Well, in the meantime, let's just get more workers, like in general. And we're gonna have you bring more grain so we can speed all of this up. And how are we doing? We have 35 wood, so we seem to be doing fairly good on wood. Also on stone. How many planks do I need for the food market? Because in the meantime I only need 10, so I could use 14. So I'm gonna build a chute, which I think is really cool. So we can build a chute like this, and you're gonna tell these stone guys, so they'll take the stone and just bring it to the chute. And what will that do? It will allow me to get the stone, and they don't have to work so far. They can just kind of go here and throw it. So we're gonna get the stone much quicker, which I think is very nice. We have currently 21 coins. And we need only 20 to build the food market. So let's build it, we'll build it over here. Yeah, we'll build it there. Now then, all we have to do is we're going to tell all of these workers, instead of bringing it to the houses, just bring it to the food market. Go there, you go there, and you go there. And then, once they bring there, the food market will automatically send it to these houses, to the ones that need it. So we're going to get the money much faster. Build the grain mill. Grain mill turns grain into flour, which can be sold for higher price and is an ingredient in other goods. So we're going to build a grain mill. For that we need 30 coins, which we're already getting much faster, as you can see. And we want to have the grain mill fairly close to the food market, because we will be able to straight up send it through a chute from the grain mill to the market, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to place it here. What do I need? I need... well, I have everything. There are just workers standing in my way. So let me kind of send them to the side so that we can ensure that they're not standing in my way when I want to build the stuff over there. Then let's build a grain mill like that. And immediately I'm going to build a chute. It's going to be connecting it. And we're going to set this to flour. And flour can roll on chutes, which is really cool. And we're going to take the grain to the grain mill. We're going to have maybe 3 workers doing it. You go, I don't know, bring wood to lumber mill, for example. And this is going to start producing flour. And you can actually watch it. Yeah, did you see that? There was a flour moving from the grain to the food market. And now the food market is going to be distributing it towards these houses, and we're getting 5 coins instead of 1 coin. So that's way better. You're bringing it to the... yeah, to the grain mill. Good. I was worried he's bringing it to the chute, but he's not. That's fine. So build a workshop. The workshop lets you craft wood wheels, conveyor belts, and many other useful items and valuable items to help automate your town. You're gonna need to build a workshop. For that I need 30 coin, which I have. I'm gonna build it kind of here. Have like a space for a barn ahead. Now they want us to make... do they want us to make? Build barn. Barns are special shared storage structures. Any item you place there is usable when placing a new building or purchasing an upgrade. Now, you can see we have a total inventory up here. There's more stuff that we have that's not shown here. But currently we don't have anything else, but we're going to be making more stuff that will not be seen here. But this is like a collective storage that you have between your base and all of your barns. So you want to make sure that you put stuff in barns. So I'm going to place it here. Now barns, they have a lot of storage. So You want to make sure, for example, if we're going to be doing wooden wheels, we don't actually need so many wooden wheels. So one of these items takes 50, and what we're going to do is we're going to set the rest of this to something like magic rail tile, which we're not going to get for a long time. And then that's going to make sure that this workshop will be producing wheels, but once we get to 50 wheels, it's going to fill up the barn, and then it's going to, because it cannot put anything out of itself, it's going to fill this output, and once this is filled, it's not going to be making any more wheels. So we're kind of making sure that we're not like overproducing on wheels, that are actually using the wood the way we want. So in order to make wheels, we need planks. So we're going to be having a new guy like you. You're going to grab your stuff from the lumber mill to the workshop. You're going to be taking planks there. And then this is going to be making wheels. Then we need an additional person that's going to be taking the wheels from the workshop to the barn. And that's it. And once we have 4 wheels, we can actually make a wagon. Wagons can move 4 items at a time, but they cannot harvest items. They also move much faster on stone roads. Produce 4 wood wheels at your workshop. Bring the wood wheels to your base or barn, so they're in your shared inventory, and then we can build an actual worker. Now currently we have 3 wheels, so we just need 1 more. And I'm going to use the wheel to bring the planks from the lumber mill to the base. That's going to be cool. Instead of this worker that's kind of moving by itself, so we're going to take a wheel there. So now we already have 5 wheels, so we can go to the build menu and we can make ourselves a wagon worker. Okay? And your job will be to take the planks, move them to here, and the guy that's been currently doing it, you go and do something else. Just stand here. I'll decide what to do with you. Okay. Build stonemason. The stonemason will turn stone into stone bricks that can be used for advanced building and roads, which allows wagon to travel much faster. Now the thing is with the base is that this storage is infinite. So again, we don't want an infinite amount of stone bricks because then it would use up all this stone. We only want it limited. So we want to make sure that we'll build a stonemason, but then we want to just bring the stuff to a specific barn. So the slight problem is that we don't have a barn anywhere close. So we could have a worker moving over, which will make him fairly slow. But I think I don't really mind if he's slow. So I'm going to change this to stone brick, and we're going to want to have like maybe 100 stone bricks at a time. Okay. Actually, we could probably use the wagon for that even. Yeah, we're going to use a wagon for that. So we're going to build a stonemason. So let's build a stonemason. We're going to build it kind of here, so it's like fairly close to other things. Good. And we've unlocked lots of new stuff. Very good. And your job will be, we're actually going to build a chute like this, and we're going to have this just 1 worker, but because he's so close to the chute, just going to be like continuously doing stuff. He doesn't really need to walk around much. It's going to be very quick. We're going to set this up to stone bricks, and then I think I'm going to make a new wagon, like a new worker, like a wagon. You go, and your job will be to bring the bricks to the barn. And as soon as we have 4, because a wagon can take 4 items at a time, so as soon as we have some stone bricks going to move over, it's already going to move with 1, but hopefully we can start to kind of get up some backlog. Now this is going fairly slow. I'm thinking, do we want to add another worker here? I'm not sure about it though, because we have lots of wood, so how many people are just bringing wood over? You're bringing wood to where? Bring wood to there. We have 2 people bringing wood to the base, it seems. But why don't we go with the stone? No, we'll leave it alone. It's fine. We don't need the stone bricks like that many. We already have 2. Upgrade your base again. Yeah, we need 20 bricks. Okay. Okay. So fine. So we'll get another worker, and we'll tell him to help this with this. Bring the stone onto the chute and help out with that. Also, I would like this worker that's kind of here. Take the stone from here, because he doesn't need to go to where the other guys are. I would rather if he took it from here, so that he's not like bothering them so much. Yeah, like you too. Take it from there. So you didn't have to go that far. And you, no, you should be taking it from here. Seem to have messed up. You and you. Okay, well, we'll leave them the way they are. They don't seem to be willing to go here, so we'll leave them the way they are. So how many? We have 6 stone bricks now. No iron plates yet, that's okay. So we're gonna need 20 to upgrade the base, and then hopefully we can make more houses. Now in the meantime, we could upgrade our houses. We only need planks for that. Still gonna increase our worker limit, which is very cool. So let's do. Now if you do upgrade the house, they will want more stuff, but we don't need to worry about it right now. Right now we're just gonna want to upgrade it. We have 200 coins, so you can see that this grain mill selling it for 5 is really good, the flour. And we have lots more workers, so I would like to have more this. What is happening with you? You just seem to be slow. Now you could increase it by adding an additional worker. So we're going to do that for now. We have added 2 workers. Now we have 150% production. And your job will be just bring more. Yeah, we don't really. Yeah, I'll just bring more wood there. It's fine. No, it was supposed to be. Oh, I clicked on somebody else. I don't know what he was doing. Do we have enough people bringing stuff to the base? Yeah, no, we only have. Okay, so I've changed one of the guys who was bringing the wood to the base. So you take the wood to the base. That'll be fine. Now we can upgrade the base, so let's do it. Which means we can now add 4 additional houses. Cool. Build general store. General goods store can automatically sell planks, stone bricks, and other utility items to nearby houses, just like the food market can sell food-related items. So where do we want to have it now? Since we have a barn here to which we're bringing stuff, we might want to have it somewhere close. So let's build a general. Let's build a general store market, for which we need 10 bricks, which we're working on. Already gone up to 8. We just need 1 more of the wagon to move over. Now, how are you doing? Are you waiting or you are waiting? So let me add 1 more worker and help you guys with this. And hopefully, is it gonna go? No. No, you're moving very weirdly. So then go from there and bring it to there. No. Because he has been moving to this side, which I don't really want. Yeah, he's moving to this side anyway. Fine, we'll leave it the way it is. It's fine. As long as they're working faster, that's all that matters. Okay, we have all of our stuff, so let's build a general store here, maybe? Okay. Earn red coin. Different types of good earn different currencies, which you will need for research and specialized buildings. Click the economy tab in bottom toolbar to see the currency value of all sellable goods. Deliver a stone brick to the general store or sell any other red coin producing item. That's actually very cool. So let me show you the economy. So you can see these different things, and you can see this category, and the category is very important because if you click on a house, you can see which categories they care about for the moment. This depends on the level. And they want stuff in that category. So currently we're producing grains, which is the only category we're selling them. And then you can see how different stuff sell for different coins. Now currently we're only making red coins because we're saying flour. But they want us to do red coins, right? So for example, we could do like beef or fish or stuff like. We don't really have stuff for that right now. But we can also do like jams, fruit juice. Again, don't have stuff for it. But we do have stuff for stone brick, which we can sell to red coins. So we're going to do that. We're going to sell some of it. Yeah, so we're going to take a worker that's going to be bringing the stuff from the mason to the general store. Now, he's not going to be selling much of this because I do want mostly the bricks to be moving towards the barn. But it's going to be like a little bit of stuff, like a little bit of bricks. It's going to go very slowly. But like I said, I do want most of it. I want to have a lot of bricks in storage so that I can actually be using it up. Now we have lots of stone, so I'm thinking about setting one of these workers to kind of stop doing this. Instead bring stone to the stonemason. Because we don't actually, we want to have a lot of the stone to be used for the stone, and we already have like 280 stone in the base, so we don't really need that much more. So we're starting to earn red coins. I actually want to show you the way. You can see this is now red coins. So we've brought that one back. Like I said, this is very slow, but I think it's okay for now. And this is now 2 happiness because we have given it both grains and planks. Oh, sorry, and stone bricks. And another thing you can see here in the economy tab, you can actually see like this fills up 20% of the categories. In order to fully make them happy in this like materials category, you need to give them like lots more, like a reinforced brick and an iron plate or something. But right now this just works like for the beginning. Build a school. A school will let you research many new buildings and useful technologies. Now we're gonna leave the school for the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!